boom, yay, VikzeLink, hey, boom. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to World of Warcraft Westfall. Yeah, so Westfall is such a bright zone, so even now that I'm playing, as you can see, it's a bit later in the evening. This is nighttime in Westfall. You can see the stars and it looks a little bit more sunsetty. I think World of Warcraft used to be a lot darker, and I get the reason why it's not as dark anymore, but there is a potion you can buy at the Dark Moon Fair that makes everything like very dark. But it's too bad there's not a setting that you can do that makes it just look like real night. Like, it doesn't have to be like completely dark, but you know what I mean. Woo! So, here we are back in Westfall. It's been a week since I recorded last-ish. 6 days. But yeah, new weekend. Even though it's a Saturday evening, so... Oh, some stringy flesh ripper meat. It did... No, it just quest item. So, just before recording this, I edited the penultimate episode of Pikmin 2. So it was a full episode of only fighting the Titan Dweevil. It was... Oh, there's a ship going back there. In the back... Oh, yeah, there it is. Let's see how long we can see it. It's probably not gonna be visible on... No, it either... Oh, yeah! I saw some movement there. But then it's behind the hill and then it disappears. It came from Stormwind Harbor. And then it sails off to somewhere. Don't know which ship it was. It was not the Northrend ship. It was either the ship to Kultiras or do you say Kultiras or Kultiras? Either that ship or the ship that goes to the Dragon Isles, the new... Oh, we do need to kill the boars too. But yeah, full episode of just fighting the Titan Dweevil, but it was still like interesting. Still interesting, I thought so. Maybe because it is the final boss fight and you don't get to see that very often. Oh yeah, we had the pie thing, the Westfall... Your stomach is rumbling. Yeah, so... Episodes of this is certainly not out yet. We're at the end of Pikmin 2. Oh, yeah, the overloaded harvest columns, and they're all dead. But I think they're supposed to be dead, and they're like shooting electricity. Sorry, boar, you happen to be here, and you happen to be alive. And I need one of your flanks. Oh, the liver. I remember Gortusk liver. I think in the original Westfall Stew quest you needed a Gortusk liver, and it was like very difficult to get it to drop, so you needed to kill so many boars. That is something I'm kind of thankful of that they've been getting rid of, is like when you need to kill something, usually animals, to get specific quest items that has a low drop chance. That is so annoying. It's just, okay, I've been killing these over and over again. Like, the most common example is probably in the Northern Barrens, where you need the zebra hooves. I don't know if they fixed that one as much, but it used to be so annoying. I think WoW even parodied it many years ago. Oh, the Sentinel Hill. We got too close and got it discovered. Oh, I'm still looking for boars. But yeah, you needed 4 zebra hooves, and you'd think like, oh yeah, it has 4 legs, 4 hooves, kill one and we're done. No, sorry, you need to kill way more than 4. I guess it has to do with quality then. Quality of the product. The main reason I'm recording a bit later today is actually I went to the movies today. and saw the new Avatar movie, the Avatar Way of the Water. And it was good. It was really good, actually. I had sort of low expectations because the first movie, when you saw it in theaters, it was so amazing, but then when you've seen it afterwards, it hasn't felt as amazing. It's just... It felt more like... Oh, it was a... cool experience in the theater, but then... The movie itself felt kind of empty when you watched it at home. It's hard to explain exactly what it was. But this one felt more unique. And also... The only... it was very long, and the only like real critique I could give it was that there was so many characters, like new characters with all the children and stuff. So it took a long time to learn which was which and who they were as people. But since the movie was so long, that didn't really become that big of an issue. You really did get to know them enough by the end.
Light bless you.
I do like, yeah, the backing animations. They used to be like different. It was fairly recently. It might have been Shadowlands or like right before Shadowlands where they changed backing up so that it actually looks natural. It used to look kind of weird. It was like more of a like a jogging backwards, but now she actually leans towards one side and walks backwards. Anyway, times are tough.
Thank you, sister. You've done Salma and I a great service, and I promise that it won't soon be forgotten. I don't have much money, but you're welcome to what I do have.
Kind of don't want to take money from a farmer that's doing so poorly, and housing a lot of people without homes. It feels wrong, but I'm kind of forced to.
Be careful.
And Heart of the Watcher, because we found that one.
What have you got there, Kefina?
Light bless you.
Is that the heart of one of the Watchers? I've heard stories about using one of these to power up a Watcher for personal use. Of course, I'm really in no shape to try such things myself.
For the Alliance.
It's alive!
From what I've heard, all you really need to do is find a suitable harvest golem and drop in the heart. Once you've done that, you should be able to take full control of the creature. I think there's a whole field of overloaded harvest golems west of here, at a Molson farm. Look for the arcs of electricity. Should you manage to get it working, use the golem to destroy the energized harvest reapers at the old Molson farm. Those monsters are much more destructive than the ones on our farm.
Use the Harvest Watcher heart on an overloaded Harvest Golem and then use the overloaded Harvest Golem to kill 25 energized Harvest Reapers. That was a mouthful. But we also have the stew done here.
Need help?
Food will be ready as soon as I have all the ingredients. Hurry!
Safe travels.
Bless your heart, dear. These poor orphans haven't had a hot meal in days. It looks like we will have enough left over to help feed many more of the homeless of Westfall. Golden Sunshine Cloak. Yeah, it ought to be better than a mud pie.
Have a good one.
Thank you, Kefina. Your kindness will not be forgotten. Yeah. Oh, and now she's making them over there. Oh, she put up a cooking pot. Dinner's ready. Come and get it. I'm so happy. Thank you, Mama, and thank you, Kefina. Yay for Kefina! Orphan cries. Out of happiness, I suppose. I hope. The food is so terrible. Okay, so new cloak. Oh, and that gave us a new quest from him. Oh, he's probably sending us forward. You have our thanks.
Be careful.
It's been many years since anyone has offered to lend us aid, Kefina. Had you not come along, we might not have made it through the coming winter. You have proven yourself to be a selfless individual, a person that we can trust. I only wish we had something of value to offer you. While I have no information to assist you in your crusade to bring the Furlbro's murder to justice, perhaps my wife can help. Speak to Salma inside, and she will tell you what you need to know before you leave.
Speak with Salma Saldine at the Saldine's farm in Westfall.
Go with honor, friend.
I didn't really do that much to help you. I mean, I killed some of these Watcher Golems and I got you some food. That's really all I did.
What can I do for you?
Of course, dear. Our little girl works at Sentinel Hill and is very close with the homeless of Westfall. Perhaps she has overheard something. Before you go, let me wrap up the Westfall stew and tell you a little bit about our dear little girl.
Be careful.
Oh, leveled up, level 12, new talent point. But first, about 4 years ago, in the dead of the night, a little girl walked right into our farmhouse and collapsed on the floor. Nobody had a clue as to her identity. The poor little thing had no recollection of who she was or where she came from. Truly a lost soul. Soon after, we adopted the little girl and named her Hope, for that is what she represented. She's now a young lady, caring for the destitute. Destitute? That's a new word to me. And homeless of Westfall. Take my Westfall stew to her at Sentinel Hill, south of here. Take the Westfall stew to Hope Saldine at Sentinel Hill.
Farewell.
Alright, but first we... Oh, hello. Level 26, okay, looked higher level, I guess. Bunch of heirlooms. Or... Transmogrify to Ashbringer. Why would you transmogrify when you're not maxed? I don't transmogrify myself at all, so I don't really get why you would pay all that extra gold for that. I just don't really see the point. How we're doing on time? Yeah, we still have a little bit more time. No! I don't understand why a wolf would go for a dinosaur. It would be... it should be scared. It's a much larger predator. The Molsom Farm. I pick you! Little... Oh, this one doesn't have a hat. These doesn't have hats. No hat on this fella. Just little eyes. Weird fat scarecrow. Crows? The object buzzes and whirs. Oh, I get to play as it. So we have Reaping Blows. Chops, dices and minces your enemy in 5 seconds. And Rocket Boost. Fire the booster rockets on the overloaded harvest column, increasing its speed by 100% for 5 seconds and running over anything that gets in its path. Oh, that's why you... I was thinking, these doesn't look so tough. So I could have killed them myself, but then, oh, you have to kill 25 of them. That's why they give you... this to play around with instead. It was much easier just doing the run thing. No, that's mine. They really should have given the rush, the rocket boost a bigger cooldown, because right now I can pretty much use it all the time. It's much more efficient with the killing as well. Whoop. How can this small guy be so much tougher than these? I mean, it was overloaded, so it has more power. Oh yeah, that's 25. That's all 25 of them. I mean, it's understandable also in a world like this of Azeroth that you need these powerful harvest golems like harvest watchers instead of just normal scarecrows. Maybe take a picture for a thumbnail. You may only ride over at the Molsom Farm. Oh, thumbnail potential. Well, actually, I tend to actually log in on one of my other characters and just fly around. I can take a thumbnail picture easy. When not doing... Yeah. That's what I do. I fly in with someone with flying, take a cool background picture, and then of some creature or character, and then edit them into the thumbnail. That's easier because then I can be more precise.
Greetings. For the Alliance.
It actually worked. That's incredible, Kafina. Hopefully that takes care of the harvest golem problem here in Westfall.
And I get new boots.
Light bless you.
Yay! Oh yeah, the talent point. I completely forgot. Yeah, it's slightly darker. So, talent point, and now it's in the Warlocks. Wait. Oh, because that one was automatic at level 10. Okay, because I picked destruction, that one was automatic. So we got Chaos Bolt, then... No, wait, why do I get it in Warlock? Well, we're doing Demon Skin again, just to finish that up, so... Getting even more defensive. Defensively powerful. Not that I need it. I'm barely... I need like 2 attacks to kill my enemies, as it is right now. But now we're heading to Sentinel Hill, the big town of Westfall, so to say. It's not really a town, it's more of like a defensive outpost. And before the Cataclysm, it didn't have these walls. They are newly erected. Oh yeah, and the... Wait, why does she have flies around her? No one else?
You need something?
Why the hell does she specifically have flies? Oh! It's they're not letting in the homeless people and they're throwing things at them, and that's absolutely no transients, no exceptions. They're not being let in. That's why there were flies. They threw a rotten egg at her or something.
This is horse poop!
Oh, that was a girl. Let us in!
Down with the king!
Let us in! This is horse poop. I guess they can't use shit. The word shit. Yeah, here they're still building the wall, but they're being attacked by Gnolls. So they have to keep them out. They're a bit busy. Stopped up in there. Stopped up? No, but... And over there it's not finished either. The construction is on a break. And there he is, Marshal Grian Stoutmantle.
You have our full cooperation, Lieutenant. The Furl Bros were good people. Their deaths will not go unpunished. That's good to hear, Marshal. While Kafina has brought the perpetrators to justice, the ringleader is still on the loose. Perhaps with the aid of the Westfall Brigade, we will finally be able to solve this case. Might I ask, what's with the Worgen in the stocks?
We caught this beast slaughtering sheep in the countryside. He's unrepentant and easily agitated. Keep your distance, Lieutenant.
When I break out of these stocks, I'm going to rip out your heart and devour it all.
Wow, the Marshal wasn't kidding. Oh, no, that was him.
The Marshal wasn't kidding. But it's your bark.
No.
Worse than your bite.
I didn't bring my sunglasses. I thought his one-liners were done. He actually does put on sunglasses when he says that. That's funny. So yeah. Oh yeah, and now he just starts it over again.
The war in Northrend took its toll on us as a people, Kafina. While we were victorious in the frozen wastes, our own land fell into disarray.
So he's like the big boss here, Grian Stoutmantle. And here she is, Hope Saldine. But I'm going to end this episode here. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye!
Boom.
Yay!
Everything.
Hey!
Boom, boom.
Yay!
Watch some videos.
Hey!
Boom.